Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, we have more Silver Division teams. This is another A-side match. The winner of this will be moving out of the preliminary brackets into the final bracket. We have the team of Diversity versus JABOG, which is just a bunch of guys and a girl. I'm your host, Kevin Ross. We are coming at you live from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort here in beautiful Lincoln City, Oregon. And thank you again, Chinook Winds, for everything you do for the Western BCA and pool in the Pacific Northwest. Our stream sponsor, cheapcues.com. Use coupon code Railbirds and get 10% off on most cues, cases, and accessories. Sorry, that does not apply to Predator or Poison products. We also have some other stream sponsors. Please give them your business whenever possible. They help make this stream possible. Show your appreciation by sending some love their way too. Let's keep it all going in a big symbiotic relationship of all the sponsors and streamers and pool players, and we're all just a big happy family here, right? Remember to hit that thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and ring that bell. If you don't ring that bell, you won't get notified when we go live or when we put up new videos. And be sure to share. Sharing is caring. We are your hosts, Kevin and Sherry Ross. Thank you for watching. Unmuted when you meant to mute.
Yeah, sorry guys.
All right, so on the tables in front of us, do we have two Daves?
No, Dane.
Dane, that's an N, okay. So for JBOG, we have Dane versus George on Diversity, and we have Shannon for JBOG versus Joe from Diversity. Do you know which one is which out there?
No.
Okay.
I know that this is Dane on this table right here shooting right now.
Okay. Dane
And
from JBOG.
And Jorge.
Jorge, not George.
No, Jorge.
Jorge.
With a J is Jorge.
Okay. Got it. So Dane from JBOG at the table shooting solids.
No, just a bunch of guys.
And a girl.
Yeah. Oh, and we have a Shannon who is a guy.
Yeah. Shannon is not the girl, he's the guy.
Yep. And he is he the one at the table right now? I think so. I think they're all wearing Savage billiard apparel.
One of our sponsors here.
And a vendor.
All right, it's going to bring Jorge to the table from Diversity. So this team at this table over here, are they JBOG or
Yep.
Diversity? All right. At least one of them's wearing a hustling shirt, so it doesn't look like they're all wearing Savage.
Okay, so looks like I think that's Dave.
And well, at least I think they're all wearing black shirts, maybe.
No.
Maybe except one. All right. Well,
All right.
I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. I just have to learn their names.
Right, Shannon has won game number 1, or well, it's actually game 2, but
For
Shannon
JABOG.
has run out over on the other table for JABOG.
All right. Shannon has won the first game. How about that? The first one to put a mark on the scoreboard. Let's go with that. All right. Looks like just gonna billiard this 2 into the 15. Just let that cue ball get nestled in there real nice.
And that's going to bring up Dave versus Barbara on the other table.
And these team events, they are being played on 2 tables for each of these matches. So that's why we have that little picture-in-picture. If you're on your computer or you have an extra device laying around, an extra tablet, you can watch that second table full screen. We have that second table being covered on our bonus screen. You can open that up in a second window on your computer, or get out your second tablet.
Yeah, or it's your sweetie or your mom or your dad or brother, sister, whatever, and you want to see them bigger than just a little bitty picture-in-picture.
Yep.
You can go back and forth if you only have one device to watch this on. And that would be sad.
All right, Jorge at the table. Gonna start with this 13. Grover wants to know, will there be any minis today?
I would imagine so.
Yeah, if they can get enough teams eliminated, yeah, they should have some open tables.
Yeah, they'll probably start running them again this evening. I'd check about after dinner time. What do we have? 200 and some teams signed up, I think.
It was a bunch. All right, so he's landed okay. This 8 goes in the side. Let's see, we had 24 plus 96 plus 89 plus 47. Can we make it bigger? Jeez. So 256 teams. I remember someone telling me that before, 256 teams.
Times 5 players minimum per team.
Yeah, so minimum of 1,280 players. I think they're all in here at once. All right, Jorge getting that for his team.
All right, 1 each.
1 each.
I'm just going to bring up Christine racking against Vincent.
On the snap, Vincent. Wait, no, Vincent isn't racking.
He isn't snapping.
He isn't snapping.
Nope, not this round. He will next round, though. Then maybe you can use it. All right, balls are broken. And I believe she's made one because she's still at the table. Let's see what this layout looks like here. I don't really like any of it. But Christine's calling this 7 in the corner. Bounce out, 4, bounce out. That worked okay for her. She's got a shot on this 4 here. The 2 ball is her issue, but if she can get on the 6, like right about there, no, I think it might still be too high. Too much of a cut here to break out that ball. Going up table after the 3 ball next. I can't tell if the 6 passes the 13 in the corner. She could go into the rail, shoot the 6 now. Cue ball into the rail, into the back of the 2, pushing the 2 out. The only problem with that is that you really don't end up with a shot afterwards. So she's electing to bank the 4. Center of the hole. Yeah, I think if this 2 isn't a viable shot, I almost like breaking it out. Send the 10 into the rail and up tying, you trying not to leave a dead ball, a dead combination. Well, she's calling the 6 in the corner and going for the breakout here. That's actually not too bad. Things look a whole lot better for the solids here. Vincent trying to figure out what he wants to do here. And he's called, I think, I don't know if it's the 9 or the 15. He called the cross-side bank, and this is a good shot. That was a nice hit there on that ball. He struck that really, really nice. Does this 9 go? Vincent's getting down there and kind of squinting at it, looking to see if it does. I think he just called a safe. He could possibly even play, if he can see the 10 enough, he could have played off of the 10 off of the 13 and into the hole. But he didn't like that. Just played safe, opening up everything and still leaving that 10-13 in front of the 12. Or in front of the 2. Can get to the short side of the 2 if she's got this 6 ball to start with. I like shooting it with some checkup English and straighten it up off the rail, come back out for the 1. I didn't think she could get 3 there to go to the 2.
Right,
She's going to have to come back at it again.
Yeah, take another swing at this too.
And she's got a better line here to come fuller into the 1 to end up with a shot.
Yeah, ideally she'd like to just slow roll this and not actually try to bump the 2, but she's going to have to. All right, well.
We're going to have to bank it.
She's got a pretty good line on this bank.
Force follow bank.
Or even just stop it and just cut the 8 in. Unfortunately, that 2 has ended up essentially out of play. So if you're stripes, you pretty much are in complete control here.
Yeah, I like Vincent just coming off of this 9 ball and letting the cue ball go up to, shoot the 9 at the side rail and just let the cue ball follow forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Even using the 9 as a blocker to keep her from kicking straight in from the back of the 8. He's going for it. Did the cue ball get over? I don't think so. I think he's left her the edge of it. Why can Christine come off the edge of this 2 ball and maybe even just stay right there, just barely feather it?
She's tied up those stripes. That's a pretty good outcome.
Yeah. Huh. So if you're Vincent, you bank this 10 ball out of there and let your cue ball run up table. You can even call the bank on the 10 cross side. If it goes, you're out.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's calling safe, but I like banking this ball in.
Yeah, call it or even call it up in that upper right corner. No, he's just going for the all-out safe. He's trying to get the hook.
And getting the 8 ball in between her and the 2. And has he left her the cross bank? This is Vincent and Christine.
I was looking at the other one. That's
That is
Barbara over
Barbara.
there. Okay.
Yep. Barbara and Dave.
So does this to bank?
Can she see enough of it to cross it, or is she just going to kick it in? Just kick it in.
She's just gonna kick it in. Oh, let's get everything over there in the party.
Oh, joy. Now, what do you think about this?
I don't know.
Get the line on the come down for falling a little bit above the 10 ball so that you can cut it in the side and send the cue ball into the 8-13, maybe making the 13 and the 8 ball coming out for a shot right there next. Well, he was just going into him now, but I don't think his 13 is...
Whoa, cue ball.
Yeah, I liked my shot better because I came up with it. That's why I like it better.
So you might be a little biased to there?
Just a little bit.
Just a smidge?
Yeah. I like the way they were going to break up, too. You're pushing your ball towards the hole and not trying to get everything to move away from each other there. He's banking this. They made a nice bank shot just a couple of innings ago on the side pocket while you were gone.
Right, well, this 2 ball does bank.
Evidently, Corey says Vince is the man. He is a legend. Oh, what a shot, Barbara.
Did she get that game?
She got that game. Just slid that 8 ball right on by that stripe pocket
Right
into the
on.
corner. 2-1 in favor of Diversity. Oh, it's going to bring up Roy and Carl. Be Carl of Just a Bunch of Guys. This is Rack and Break.
All right, Vince sitting just about perfect on this 13. Oh, I thought he would. I thought he would draw back. I didn't anticipate him going forward there, and now he's hooked himself.
Well, let's see what he thinks about a jump cue.
He's looking at the kick.
He must not like jumping.
Oh, good effort.
Yeah.
All right, Christine, another chance, Des. Still alive.
Yeah. Do you like trying to come 2 rails out of the corner or just 1 rail roll?
Just roll 1 rail up.
All right, we got a shot. Hey, they got the 80s going now.
Yeah, they've been the 80s have been in full force all morning.
Hey, it's better than coming in here in the morning and they got the sleepy elevator music playing like they normally do. Usually we don't get the 80s until like after 7 o'clock at night.
No, we were jamming to some Bananarama and Flock of Seagulls. It was on. And they had Girls on Film, and now it's what are we listening to?
Cars.
Now? Cars.
In Cars.
That's in.
It's in the hole. Nice shot.
Nice shot, Vincent, for Diversity. 3-1.
3-1. All right, it's going to bring up Joe from Diversity, Racking and Breaking, against Dane of Just a Bunch of Guys.
Over on the other table, we've got Roy from Diversity working on his run out.
There's a little bit of issue getting his bridge set up.
So here at this Western BCA 8-ball championship, we have 4 different divisions of teams. We have platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. We're looking at silver teams right now, and it's based on the combined Frogger rating of everyone on your team. So for the silver teams, that cannot exceed 2375. There are no limits on what an individual player can be as long as your total cap is under that limit. Keeping in mind that the BCA does not allow pro players, so no, you can't have Shane Van Boning on your team, even if the rest of your players are all rated 150.
Nope, he is not allowed to play in the BCA.
But as long as the player is allowed to play in the BCA, that's the only requirement, that all 5 members add up to less than 2375. So you can have one guy who's 700 and everyone else is 300, or 5 players of 450 each, or however you want to divide that up. However you want to divide up that 2375. So you can end up seeing quite a variety of skill level just on one team.
And because they've gone genderless, there is no women's division, so the women are all playing with the men. We even had a woman win the Bronze 2 division on the singles.
Tammy Hornshaw.
That's right. Go Soundview.
And boy, did her cheering section go crazy when she won.
Oh, yeah. Yep, didn't even go to the second set. One set, she won. I think it was Hill Hill.
Yep, went through the tournament undefeated.
And Mike Page actually just put out a comparison of the men and the women across the lower divisions. He did not calculate, and somebody actually said that, well, what about the other divisions? He didn't put it up for the upper divisions, but for those lower divisions, which is where most of the women actually fall.
Right, and I'm pretty sure that's why he did that.
Yeah.
And didn't do the upper division.
And the men only won a couple more matches than the women did, and there's like 5 times the amount of men in these divisions as women. So what does that say? The women are competing. They're stepping up. I like playing against the guys. I hate coming, I'd like to come in and play in the women, but you come down here and you play the same 30 women every time.
Not anymore. Now you definitely have a variety of opponents now.
Yeah, and I mean, in the open division, it was more than that. They were getting in the mid-100 and something, whatever, women. There was 113 in it when I won it. But once you got out of that open division, yeah, it was, you were playing the same 30 women all the time. They could stay at home and do that, for the most part.
You don't have to come down here to play the same people.
And then, when you play in the women's tour out here, it was the same women playing in that.
Yeah.
So there are some women that was a nice effort there. That was a pretty creative shot there.
Yeah, nice effort there by Dane. Right, brings Joe from Diversity to the table, looking at solids. Now that 10's in a little bit of a bad spot. That 10 might go to this bottom right corner. You can just follow forward for it. But it's hard to tell if it actually goes or not. If they're, can't tell if they're frozen together or if there's a little gap between them.
Is that Rod Stewart playing now?
I can't hear it. I can't tell.
It sounds like they turned it down for us, though, a little bit, maybe.
I'm watching him. His eyes keep going to that 10 ball. Like, how am I getting this 10 out of here?
Does it go in the corner over there by the 3?
By the 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking down by the 4, but by the 3? That's a toughie. I don't know. Let's have a look at that overhead.
Ooh, that's tight. What about by...
Maybe by the 6
The
over there,
6,
maybe.
yeah.
That's a maybe. A definite maybe.
It's definitely a hole on the table.
It's definitely big enough to accept a ball.
Yeah, yeah.
And we got those prerequisites out of the way.
I think it's Infatuation. Is that the song playing? Infatuation.
Yeah, I can't tell with my headset on.
No, it is.
Right. This is good angle on the 15 if he wants to try to come around table to play that 10 in the same pocket, because I'm thinking it goes in the same pocket as the 15.
It looks like it's got room to go.
So if he wants to try, he's got good angle to come around to get there.
Gotta miss the 6 coming out of that corner.
Gotta miss the 6, gotta miss the 8, gotta miss the side pocket. Other than that,
The 6. If you miss the 6, you're missing everything else. Sit.
That's where he's going.
Sit.
Yeah, the ball just kept going.
Check up already, right?
All right. Well, if you roll it in nice and soft and gentle, you can hold it up for the 8 ball in the same pocket. But keyword here, nice and soft and gentle. Okay, those are several keywords, but
And we got Shannon from Just a Bunch of Guys at the other table playing against Barbara.
oh, nice shot. Come on, give him a shot. Give him a shot to the
Does it
corner
go in
at
the
least.
corner? I think it goes past the 5. I think he's got a shot.
It's got room.
Yeah.
It passes the 5.
So you're saying I have a chance. Isn't that actually the way it's supposed to be said?
In the movie, it's so you're telling me there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance. Okay. Because we actually had to look that up because everybody says, so you're saying there's a chance.
All right, what's he doing? Is he banking this cross side? Just looks like the 4's in the way to bank it cross side.
Yeah, shoot it up the corner.
Come on, Dane, up to corner.
No, actually, it looks like there's room between the 1-4 to bank it.
Okay. Well, if there is, then shoot it in.
No, not shooting it at the 4. That won't get it there.
That's
not it. I want to know how come this thing is so big and there was only 4 cookies in it.
And the ones that were in there look like they'd already been gnawed on. we got the scraps. All right, shoot this 7 and break this cluster out. All right, plan B, just roll up behind the 3. Bounce that 3 out off the rail a little, running interference. If this cue ball keeps going, it's going to be a tough shot. All right, he's got a pretty reasonable shot on this 8 to the side. All right, Dane getting one for just a bunch of guys and a girl. 3-2, race to 11. So, is that Carl and Roy on the other table right now? I guess,
Must have missed that one. I'll go check.
so on the table in front of us, we have Dave from JABOG versus Vincent from Diversity. Vincent will be raking. And at other table, we had Carl and Roy. They were playing, but we missed who won that game. So Sherry's just going to go check that. All right, so Roy won that one. So we got 4-2. And over on the other table right now, looks like Shannon just made that 8 for JABOG. Gets one back for them, 4-3. So over on the other table, we're going to have Christine from JABOG versus Roy from Diversity. Roy will be breaking. In front of us, Vincent from Diversity just broke. That's a nice wide open spread. Too bad he didn't make anything. Man, I am really liking stripes here. Don't brush that 15. We like that 15 right where it is. Oof. All right, can you roll forward and for this 12 in the bottom right corner? That 12 is really about the only real problem ball here for stripes. Yeah, he's going to come back to it. Use the 14 to get on the 12 on the side, looks like. All right, so 10 to the 14, and then 14 to the 12, and then 12 to that 9-11, and then to the 8. All right, looks like he's pretty straight in this 14. Just the stop shot should be sufficient. No need to try to get fancy or anything. Stop shot should be fine. Might have just a little bit of angle. May have to roll to the end rail and back up. Oh, he was not going after the 12 next. He was coming all the way back up table. That was a perfect opportunity to get on the 12.
So did you answer Rich Henderson's question?
No, we are at the Chinook Winds Casino Resort here in beautiful Lincoln City, Oregon. It's right on the Oregon coast. In fact, we're right on the beach. We can look out the window and see the ocean.
Yep, the casino is on the beach.
In fact, Darren Walding yesterday was telling me that he had a photograph that someone took right out their hotel window. They have a photograph of a whale that they took right out their window.
Yeah, you can whale watch. You can see them out the window, or but a lot of times all you see is the blow from their blow spouts. Yeah, but you can actually watch the whales, sea lions, seal, all kinds of stuff out there.
Yeah, you don't see whales breaching too often, but when you do, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's what they call it when a whale comes up out of the water and splashes down. They call that breaching. All right, so brings Dave from JABOG back to the table. All right, good shot. Oh man, if that would have come down, that was on a good line to bump that 14. That was a good try getting at that 14. Just had it missed a point of that pocket, I think it would have probably bumped that 14 for probably perfect to that left corner. Probably just be forced to play safe here. Just billiard the 4, leave the cue ball just hanging in the pocket. I think that's what he was trying and just caught that 14 too full. All right, that is going to bring Vincent to the table. All right, he's cutting this 1. Center of the hole, nice shot there. Put a nice stroke on that ball. Looks like Vincent shoots pretty good. I'm thinking he might be one of their top shooter on their team. I'm not sure, but looks like he shoots pretty good. Well, that's a pretty fancy way to get there. That's a nice shot. 2-ball, 7 in the 2-ball, then the 7 in the side, 4-ball, come up to the 5. He's just checking where he wants to be on this 4-ball after he shoots the 7. Yeah, stop shot is perfectly sufficient. He can draw up towards the 5. He can even shoot this with follow off this end rail. Maybe even just brushing the 14, but he's not gonna take. Whoa! That he hit that too thin. He needed to hit that a little bit fuller, and he accidentally caught it too thin, letting that cue ball take off, and not happy about that. Obviously, all right. He can either bank the 5 at the side, or he can very softly bank at the 5, where the 5-ball just kind of blocks where he can't see the 12. And just let him take a swing at the 14 if he wants, but block him from the 12. But no, he's just going for the bank on the side, and it's going to leave the cue ball long anyway. Oh, that 5-ball's running interference, so that's a good shot. We got Christine on the other table over there from JABOG, working on her run out. Oh, nice break out there, Christine. She handled that nicely. All right, taking the long slice at this 14. That's unfortunate. That leaves Vince a really good shot on this 5. It's a little bit of a delicate shot. You got to shoot this with draw. Well, you don't have to shoot it with draw. You can try to stay to the left side of the 8. It's a little bit of a touchy shot. Missed the 5. Wow. All right, Dave's going to get another shot at this. Not easy, no matter which one he shoots at. Oh, hi, Christine. Oh, nice shot, Dave. Oh, man. No reward, though. That's brutal. All right, bank the 14 at the 5. Try to either pocket the 5 or get the 5 out of the way so that you just leave them long and tough on the 8. Yes, you are allowed to leave your cue stick on the table. That is not a foul. Some people run to the impression that that would be a foul to let go of your cue stick like that. Not at all, not a foul. All right, he's going for the back bank on this 14. Very tough shot, very tough. Oh, that's a really good effort. That was a very good effort, Dave. But unfortunately, that's not going to pay off. And over on the other table, Roy got that for diversity. Diversity extending their lead. 5-3. Yeah, Vince came up a little short on this 8. I look for him to make it. Wow. This game is full of surprises. He's left it not that easy for Dave. Kind of looking at a thin cut here on this 14. Oh, no. And over on the other table, we have Carl from JABOG versus Jorge from Diversity. Jorge will be breaking. And Vincent gets this one for Diversity. And on our table in front here, we're going to have Dane from JBog breaking against Barbara from Diversity. Hey, Rosemary Dunn in the chat room. Welcome. Her partner, Steve Lingelbach. Her and her partner, they did really well in the 9-ball Scotch doubles last year in the fall. Made it into the finals. I think they got second place, if memory serves. Is that right, Rosemary? You and Steve got second? Am I remembering correctly? Maybe I'm remembering. Yes. Okay, second. So that was very good. You two played together as a team quite well. All right, Dane with the break from JBog. Just a bunch of guys and a girl. Oh, broke those wide open. Unfortunately, no friends, nobody home. think I'm liking solids. Start with this 4, come up to the middle of the table. If you can get around that 13. Then you have your choice of solids out there in the middle to start picking them off. Stripes will work too. Either one would work because they're both wide open. You can make either one work. I was kind of preferring solids because it seemed like you have an easier shot on the solid you had started with. All right, looks like Barbara going to start with this 3 in the side. All right, things are rearranged a little bit now. Table's still open. And with that rearranging of the furniture, I think now all of a sudden, I think that tilts the scales a little bit in Stripe's favor. You can shoot this 14 and go forward. You can shoot that 15 on that left side, 12 on the right side, and work your way down to these other stripes. Yeah. Now I'm preferring stripes for sure. Shoot this with a center right spin, just spin forward. All right, cue ball got away a little bit. He still has a couple different shots to choose from. You can shoot this 12 and, well, if you shoot a 12 and try to like drag into the 15, you can end up where you don't have a shot on anything. So he's just gonna work his way back to it. Let's take the 11, work his way back to it. He just called safe. He was lining up this 9 but to the corner, but he just changed his mind and he called safe. And he was trying to get this cue ball down to the bottom rail past the 4. Just caught the 4 on the way in. It's going to leave a pretty good shot on this 4 to start with. So, Rosemary, are you in Lincoln City? Are you here for 8 balls this time, or are you taking this one off? You taking a vacation from pool? Rosemary came down for singles, and then that stupid work thing interfered with the pool playing for the rest. All right. I hate how work gets in the way of pool like that. John Smith wants a quick rundown of the rules. All right, we're playing CSI rules 8 ball. Alternate break, rack your own. Well, alternate break doesn't really apply in teams, I guess. It kind of alternates. It is always open after the break, no matter what was pocketed on the break. Playing ball in hand rules, any foul is a ball in hand. It is call, ball, and pocket. Slap does not count. But it's call, ball, and pocket, which means you call the ball, you call the pocket, it's going in. How it gets there is irrelevant. As long as it goes in the pocket you called it in, it counts. Doesn't matter how many balls or rails it takes to get there. So yeah, the CSI rules, it does have some significant differences from like APA rules, 8-ball, if that's what you're used to playing. Another difference would be the 8 on the break is neither a win nor a loss. If you make the 8 on the break, as long as you didn't scratch, you have the option of either spotting the 8 and shooting or racking them up again and breaking again. But unless the table is really messed up and ugly, I recommend spotting the 8 and keep shooting, because if you break again, there's no guarantee you're even going to make a ball. And while we're on the subject of shooting at the 8-ball, oh, and if the 8 on the break, if you scratched and made the 8 on the break, then it's your opponent that has those options. And when you get down towards the end of the game and you're shooting at the 8-ball, if you scratch on the 8, that is not a loss as long as the 8 is still on the table. It's just a ball in hand foul. However, if you make the 8 and scratch, that is a loss of game, as well as making the 8 out of turn. And the game changer wants to know, how do you qualify for this tournament? You have to play 8 weeks in a Western BCA league. Those are in Oregon, Idaho, and Washington State. So if you're in the Pacific Northwest, play in a BCA league for 8 weeks, pay your dues, and that's how you qualify to come play. And then you have to still pay your entry fee. But yeah, we have over 1,600 players here. Over $177,000 in total prize money, $50,000 added. If you're in the Pacific Northwest and you're a pool player, and if you're not here, why aren't you? This is where all the action is this time of year. All right, Dane at the table. Trying to make sense of this puzzle. He's called the bank on the 9. If I was banking a ball, I'd probably rather bank the 10, but actually he has a cut shot on the 10. I think I'd rather cut the 10 and try to bank this 9. Oh, nice bank. All right, now you do got now you got to bank another one. All right, just bank your way out. And we're currently watching team events. These are 5-person teams. But, oh, that's a nice shot there, Dane. Beautiful position on the 15. 8 balls right there. Beautiful. But they also had singles and scotch doubles. Scotch doubles, singles, 5-person teams, as well as mini tournaments going most of the time, as long as they have tables available. Which yesterday there were no tables available, no mini tournaments yesterday. All right, Dane banking his way out. Gets one back for JABOG. And who won that other table? Yeah, I'll figure it out in just a second here. On the other table, that was Vincent that won versus Shannon. For diversity. So I actually missed the Carl versus Jorge game. So I'm gonna have to go find out who won that. I'll be right back. All right, and that Carl versus Jorge match, that was Jorge that won that for diversity. Puts them up 8-4. So we have Christine from JABOG breaking against Jorge from diversity right here on table in the front. And on the other table, Dave from JABOG breaking against Roy from diversity. Try break for Christine, brings Jorge to the table. Uh-oh, still open. All right, given this table layout, stripes or solids, what do you like? All right, with things starting to get rearranged and repositioned from here, I think I'm liking stripes. Main problem is going to be that 10 and 15. The 10 goes in the side. Once you get on that 10 in the side, and you got the 15 up in the corner. So you can get to that 10 in the side from the 14 down by this bottom right corner. All right, table is still open. Still liking stripes. Even start with that 13 in the upper right corner, come down for the 14, or you can shoot the 14 right now if you don't mind that thin cut. If you don't mind the thin cut, you can go for the 14 right now, play position for that 10 on the side, and 10 on the side gets you to the 15 up table. All right, I think this table's cursed. Said to heck with these stripes. It's the stripes that are cursed. Go for the solids. All right, groups have been established. Jorge has solids, Christine has stripes. Oh, Pipe Morgan says it was not open. I missed the shot earlier when she made the 12. Okay. My bad. I thought it was still open. My apologies. Although I swore I saw Jorge shooting at a stripe at some point in there, but that was probably, I might have been imagining things. It's been known to happen. Oh yeah, a lot of people say that they never miss from the commentary booth. I miss from the commentary booth all the time. I miscue. I play bad shape. I scratch on the break a lot from the commentary booth. I mean, I'm a wreck. And I have a terrible time getting the speed right from over here. Well, thank you, Pipe Morgan. Info on where the teams are from? No, not really. The only thing I know JABOG is they're from Washington. Diversity also from Washington, but that's all the info I have. I don't know what bar they play out of, or what pool room they play out of, or if they have sponsors. That info I don't have. All right, is this 3-4 lined up? Let's have a look at that LipmanLights.com overhead cam. No, he's got to cut this a little bit. Mat 3 is going to end up on top of that 11 or 8. Had he cut it more, enough to make it, that 3 would have been right on top of that 11. But he's tied up that 14, hasn't left a shot on the 11. That 11's a little bit difficult. So Christine's got her work cut out for her here. May want to just play safe and leave that cue ball up on that top rail up there. Make Jorge, just playing Jorge, right? Yeah, Jorge. Make Jorge deal with it. Play safe, leaves the cue ball in the end rail. Make Jorge move these solids around a little. Okay, so JABOG, they're from near Olympia. Okay. From Yelm, Washington. Thank you, Design Pro. And Diversity's from Walla Walla, Washington. Thank you, Josh Fisher. All right, so we're getting it narrowed down a little. All right, he's either calling safe or waving to his friends, one of the two. I think he's calling safe. No, that didn't look like he was playing safe. It looked like he was going for the bank to the corner. But this is now sitting pretty nice for Christine. She can shoot this 11, roll forward, short side of the 14, cut the 14 in, go up table for the 9. All right, Balint said he did call the bank, so all right. She's not liking it. Unless I'm seeing something wrong. Maybe she doesn't like having the cut on the 14 she's going to have if she rolls forward. If she's roll forward, up above the 4 ball, it's a pretty reasonable shot on the 14. But, if she's not comfortable with that, she's not comfortable with it. All right. All right, good shot. And 8 ball in the side. Just cut the 9 in. Cue ball comes down for the 8 in the side. Because I don't think the 8 passes the 4. Oh no. Yeah, she was not comfortable cutting that 14. All right, good opportunity here for Jorge. Shoot this 4 in. Stop shot or draw back an inch or two for the 3 in the side. depending on the exact angle you get on the 3 on the side. If you're straight in, you can shoot a stop shot, shooting the 8 in the corner by the 9, or even roll forward for the 8 on the other side. Depends on the particular angle you get on the 3. And from this angle, you just the 3 and the 8 both in the same side. Oh, he's calling the 3 in the corner. Okay, this can work. That's a nice shot, center of the hole. Nice shot there, Jorge. After making that 3, this 8 should be no problem, and it was no problem. All right, that's going to bring up Carl from JABOG versus Joe from Diversity. Carl from JABOG will be breaking. Be right back. Alrighty, so on the other table, Roy and Dave, I had missed that one, so I guess Roy had one from Diversity. All right, so on the table in front of us, we have Vincent and Dane. Carl and Joe are playing on the other table. My bad. So what happens when I'm here by myself, I tend to lose track of trying to keep track of these 2 games going on at once. Sorry about that. I'm doing the best I can. All right, Vincent looking at a nice wide open layout here. Nice break, good spread. Yeah, I like solids. Vincent likes solids. Oh, man. Good thing he has that 1 there, and I don't even know if he has the 1. Yikes. If he doesn't have the 1, he's kind of up against it here a little. Yeah, whoopsie. All right, he's going to be kicking at this 3. Yikes. Or banking the 4 at the 3. He called the 3. I thought he called the 3. I swore he called the 3. He must have changed his mind. All right, brings Dane to the table. Dane desperately fighting to keep his team alive. Needs this win. And everyone after it. Yikes, that's going to be tough. But it can be done. I'm going to take care of this 13 right now since the 13 doesn't pass to 1. Get rid of that problem ball. All right, so yeah, it was Carl did make the 8 on that other game against Joe. Thank you for pointing that out. So over on the other table, Shannon from JABOG versus Roy is what we have going on now. Meanwhile, we have Dane working on his run out here. Oh, that's not the position he was looking for. Looking at a kick, either trying to kick this, the problem is the cue ball is going the wrong way. So even if you make a great shot and make this and kick this ball in, the cue ball's probably going the wrong way to have a shot on the 8. But had he called it in the side and was aiming at the side, that cue ball might have come down for a shot on the 8 in the side. So Troy wants to know how do players advance to the next division. It's all about the team you put. It's all about the team you put together when you sign up for this tournament. So to be in the silver division, you can't be more than 2375 in combined frogger rate for all 5 team members. So, well, basically, you're just kind of picking what division you want to be in, and then you building your team around that. So you just have to find 5 players whose combined frogger rate are less than 2375 if you want to be in silver. I don't have that. I had, but don't have handy what the caps were for the other divisions. So you can play in any division you want. You just have to put together a team that has players of frogger rates that don't exceed the cap for that division. All right, Vincent at the table. Trying to win this for his team. No, just playing safe. I guess the 6 didn't pass the 14. I can't imagine him accidentally missing that ball by that much. So apparently the 6 did not go. He was just playing safe. going for the bank. Oh, and it's going to tie up that 6. Sort of. Yeah, Vincent could try to go rail first and make this 6, but there's no reason to. Just play safe behind the 5. Yeah, he's not touching that 6. He's called the 5, but if it doesn't go, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, he wasn't really trying to make the 5. He was just, rather than call safe, he figured he would just call the 5 in the corner. And if he accidentally makes it, well, it's all right. We still keep shooting, but he wasn't really trying to make it. So that's a good shot. Left Dane in a really tough spot here. The solids are all wide open at all 4 corners of the table. There's no place to hide. And your 14 goes almost nowhere. Well, maybe not nowhere, but it's going to be really tough to get out of this trap. When will the BCA force their leagues to use Fargo rate? Well, they're working on it. And hello, welcome back.
This is going kind of quick. 10-5 already.
Yeah, well, it's going quick only if Diversity wins it, but if JABOG makes a comeback, we could be going for the distance.
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, 15 games in already.
Yeah. Yeah, 15 games, hour and a half. Yeah. Started at 1 o'clock, right? This is a 1 o'clock match? Actually, I don't know.
This was a 1 o'clock match.
Yeah.
But they did get started a little bit late.
Actually, yeah, it shows right here. Yeah, we've been going for an hour and 23 minutes. So, yeah, I guess we started about 10 minutes late, but which is remarkably on time for this tournament.
Yeah.
10 minutes late is practically early.
And we actually have Diversity at the other table.
Yeah, trying to close out this this match.
Now, is this an A side or a B side?
This is A side, just like the one before. So the winner of this moves into the final bracket.
Uh-oh.
All right, that's good. He's able to swap these 2 balls around. Got that 14 in front of the 6 now.
Yep.
Fighting for his team's life here. Well,
we
sort of.
have,
It's an A side.
Roy and Shannon on the other table, and
Yes, Roy and Shannon on the other table.
Roy is 2 balls away from winning this for his team, or finishing it off for his team. He can't win it by himself. Bounce off that rail. This looks good.
Yeah, let's go have a look at this other table real quick. All right, here, Roy shooting this 8 ball for Diversity to win it.
In the hole.
And there we go.
Stay up, 2 ball. Yep.
All right, Diversity defeating JABOG 11-5. This was an A-side match, so JABOG still alive. All right, good shooting, Diversity. They are moving into the final bracket.
And that means we got about 25 minutes till our next match.
Sweet, we actually have some downtime. All right, thank you guys for watching. We will be back in just a little bit with more action. Stick around.
Bye.
See ya.